Hey, what's up, gang? It's Alan Combies here, FasterEFT practitioner and transformative coach. Welcome to another video in a series that I call Morning Coffee with Alan. Actually, I haven't been in here in a while, and if you are not aware, I actually have a Facebook group by the same name, Morning Coffee with Alan, and you're welcome to pop in there and join me. I go in there once a week and do Facebook Lives, so it's a chance to interact with me in person if you're able. And at times, I haven't done it in a while, but at times I actually invite people on and we have a discussion live there for the group. And of course, all the previous recordings are in there as well, and so you can go back and listen to all of them. But today, what I thought what I would speak to this evening, I was just sort of doing some late night reflecting and studying. And what I was reflecting on was how, well, I remember one of my mentors, Robert Smith, years ago, I think it was 2013, I was working a job and I was telling, he asked me, how's your job going? How's your practice going? And I remember saying, oh, my practice is going pretty good. I'm staying busy, but I've got this job. Oh, this job, blah, 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 blah. And I immediately started, just talking about all the things I didn't like about this job. And what he told me was, well, you're going to have to clean that up. You're going to have to make peace with that. And I heard, part of me heard him, but a lot of me didn't hear him. And I thought, okay, yeah, I got to make peace with that. But what I have found over and over again as the years go by is that what he really meant was every opportunity in life, as life unfolds in front of us, every opportunity, every moment, I should say, is an opportunity for us to make peace and to heal stuff that we've just collected over the years. We've all got imprints. We've got likes and dislikes, and imprint is something that if we have experiences in life, and if there's a lot of emotion there, well, that kind of keeps, holds that imprint in place. And now every time we walk into a room, if there's something that reminds us of that imprint, we're going to react, and then we don't know why, but we know what's going on because we can feel it. And so that's really, like, if there's one job, like if we're looking to have an overall more pleasant experience of life, which I believe that's all we're all looking for, no matter what you come to me for as a practitioner and a coach, you might say you want a new job or a new career or a new practice. I work with a lot of practitioners. That maybe you want a new, you want to have more clients. No matter what you're looking for, I guarantee you what you really want is to have a more pleasant experience of life. You want to be happier. And, I believe that is always there. That experience is always there waiting for us. That sense of peace and gratitude and joy and happiness is always there. What gets in the way is a lot of our personal preferences and wanting to control life and all of this. So if we can use the moment and what shows up in the moment as an opportunity to make peace with whatever is showing up inside. So in other words, life is happening, it's rubbing up against our stuff. If we can make peace with that stuff and release and let go, and I believe so much a part of this is getting into that relaxed state, relaxing, addressing it, release, let go, and this is what we call tapping in the heat of the moment. And I really think it's one of the most powerful things that you can do, and you can do it anytime. You can do it if someone looks at you funny and you don't feel good. Release, let it go. If your boss says something to you, okay, release, let it go. But it's really about owning it. And that's what I didn't hear when Robert told me you got to make peace with that job. It looked to me like that job, it was people there that didn't know what they were doing, or that just rubbed me the wrong way, and literally they rubbed me the wrong way, but I didn't take ownership for it. I thought it was them. So that's a big piece. Always turning the finger back here and making peace with what's showing up inside, because it's not doing you any good. It's not doing you good to hold on to that stuff. And the good news is that if you commit to taking ownership and addressing those things, well, they're going to show up less and less, because you're going to transcend them. You're going to grow. You're going to move beyond them. The second thing you can do is begin to recognize when past memories show up. Like, you know, for some reason with me, it always happens when I'm driving. A weird memory from the past will kind of show up in my consciousness, and it's sort of automatic for me now. It's like it pops into my head. I feel it. I tap. I release, relax, and let go. And that's a blessing too, because you know you're these things will come up when they come up. You know, oftentimes people say to me, "Oh, I gotta find all the negative memories in my past and get rid of them." And I say, well, how does that feel? You know, my guess is that thought of I need to find all these memories so I can be free, that probably feels very stressful. It feels overwhelming. It feels like it's a lot, right? So yes, go to a practitioner. A practitioner will help you see your patterns, will help guide you, and help you, you know, connect the dots in a way that can be much more efficient. But you can also do the work on your own. Just notice when your past shows up, and when it does, tap, release, let go, make peace with it. You know, a big part of this work is really forgiving the past. Forgiving the past, but not just, you know, it's not like saying, okay, I forgive them. It's not just forgiving the person, it's forgiving yourself for holding on to it, right? What happened, happened. It's no longer happening now. You're the one that's holding on to it. You're the one that's repeating it over and over again, no matter how atrocious, no matter how unmoral it was for that person to do it. It's still not happening now. You're the one replaying it over and over in your mind. Letting it go does not mean that you're going to become a victim to it the next time. Quite the opposite. Letting it go means you're finally setting yourself free. You've learned the lesson on a deep, deep level. And when you let go, you are finally free. And in fact, if you hold on to it, you're more apt to experience it again, because you're holding it close and you're looking out for it, right? So when your past shows up, let it go, let it go, let it go. The third thing is, and this is one that I'm still working on, you know, this is all a work in progress. I showed, you know, I feel humbled that I get to help people in this type of arena, and that I get to communicate with you like this. By no means do I profess to be, you know, to be a perfect being. I am a work in progress, just like, you know, just like all of us. And so, you know, sometimes big stuff shows up. And what I mean by big stuff is life. Life happens, right? So, you know, someone breaks into your car, or your house burns down, there's a death in the family, you know, things like that. Those are opportunities. What do? Well, you have to handle stuff, right? But make peace first. You know, notice what's coming up inside. Do the best you can. Tap, release, relax, let go before doing the thing, right? Now, there's going to be moments when you have to jump right into it, but you can still be aware of what's going on inside of you. And sometimes just being aware right? Just being aware. You might still feel it. You still feel the overwhelm. You still feel the, whatever is showing up for you. But if in the back of your mind you know that that is not you, that is just what you're experiencing, that is the emotion, that is the judgment of the situation, in a sense, then you're more apt to be able to handle it, and you are able to handle it. I think that you and I we don't give ourselves as much credit, I think, as we deserve. And what I mean by that is we're far more resilient than we realize. We have this capacity. If you think about it, the very fact that you've made it this far means that not only have you survived, but your parents survived long enough to give birth to you. Each of their parents gave birth to them, and on and on and on, which means that's a remarkable lineage of resilience. And so you can handle more than you think. And if you begin to make peace with what shows up in the moment, make peace with your past memories, that's a blessing. Make peace with those. Relax, release, let it go. And begin to realize that those thoughts, those patterns are not you. You are much more than that. And when you begin to step into that, that's when you begin to step into more clarity, resilience, peace, and you begin to have a more pleasant experience of life. I hope that helps. It's a high path, one I think that's worth following. All right. Thanks for watching, as always. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, please share it, and I'd love to hear your comments. Don't forget, you can hop on over to Facebook, Morning Coffee with Alan, I believe is a Facebook group, and you can request to join there, and you can join me once a week live, interactive. All right? That's all for now. Thanks so much again for watching. Have an awesome day, morning, evening, wherever you are, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.